800-meter runners, listen up. If you guys are trying to run faster, you have to watch this video. This is 5 common mistakes that 800-meter runners always make. So, the first one is you need to train your speed. A lot of 800-meter runners don't train speed properly, and that's why they're not progressing. So when you train speed, it's not about running really hard all the time and just running repeats of 200s till you're dead. What you need to be doing is running at 800-meter pace down to 400-meter pace for 200s and 150s and even 300s. So you do 300s and 200s at 800-meter pace and then 150s at 400-meter pace, working on your speed. Now when you do these, you're taking a long rest. So 4 to 8 minutes of rest between each rep. So you're fully recovered, you can work on your efficiency and your turnover while you are doing these reps. So you're gonna do a long warm up, you're gonna do 4 to 6 200s or 4 300s, 2 300s, 4 200s, and then 3 to 4 150s at 400-meter pace, rest on an 800-meter pace with a long cool down. And if you're doing higher mileage, add in a double run either early in the morning or later in the day depending on when you do this workout. And that's how you train your speed for the 800. The second is not hitting the gym properly. So there are certain things that you should do in the gym which I can make videos about. But basically if you go to the gym and you're just bodybuilding or you're powerlifting or you're just not doing the proper type of training for runners, then you want to make sure you're doing that. And if you're not going to the gym at all, you want to make sure you're doing that. So for 800-meter runners, you want to work on stability, you want to work on balance, you want to work on strength, and you want to work on explosiveness. So you want to work on a little bit of these things throughout your training and come up with a training program, follow a training program that's going to do these things. Not just bodybuilding, doing a bunch of curls and a bunch of tricep exercises and shoulders and chest. You want to do exercises that are going to promote good posture, good balance, good overall core stability. Things like that are going to train your VMO, your knees, your shins, your calves. You want to train all those different muscle groups, your hamstrings, so they're firing when you are running. The third thing that most 800-meter runners forget to do is tempo runs. A lot of 800-meter runners think that they're sprinters, when in reality they're more of a distance runner than they are a sprinter. Usually 800 comes with natural speed, and then you have to work on the endurance aspect that last 200 meters of that 800-meter run. So you need to work on tempo runs. Tempo runs are running at your lactate threshold. So basically what you have what's called lactic acid that accumulates in the body and it makes you cramp up, right? It makes you cramp up. And so when your lactic acid starts accumulating, it accumulates and then it skyrockets. It starts accumulating a lot faster than you're flushing it out. So you want to flush out this lactic acid at the same rate you're accumulating it, which is about 82 to 88% of your maximum heart rate, or a pace you could race at for about 1 hour. So someone's 10K to about half marathon pace is where you would run at, and you run at this pace in your training, and you do this for 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes in your training, and you do these runs once a week, and you work on these tempo runs, and you build this. You could even do repeats like mile repeats, you could do 1K repeats, you could do, 2-mile repeats, things like that. But make sure when you're doing this, you're not taking longer than 90 seconds of rest because we don't want the heart rate to drop super low. So do your tempo runs, start training them. Trust me, they're gonna be super beneficial. The fourth thing is kind of like tempo runs, but you're lacking mileage. So a lot of 800-meter runners think that they can run 20 miles a week and run a good 800. But 800-meter runners, the good ones, run 50 to 55, even sometimes 60 miles a week because they're really trying to put in the work. And they will do 22-mile long runs. Yes, 22-mile long runs just to run the 800 because they know they have to have that endurance to run the 800. It's not that you have to run 15, 20 miles every single day, but if you run like 8 miles a day and then do 1 long run, or you run 7 miles a day and then you do 1 long run, that's gonna be very beneficial for you. So do that, run 6, 7, 8 miles a day and then do your long run, but you need to gradually build up to this. You don't start from 20 miles or 15 miles a week and go straight to 50, 60 miles a week. You have to gradually build up over time. So do a certain amount of mileage for a month or two and then increase it about 5 to 10 miles a week and do that for a couple months and then increase it again. Do that for a couple months and increase it again And try not to really increase too much during the on season when you're racing and training hard. Try to increase it during the off season time where you're not training as hard and you're mostly doing zone 2 easy running. The fifth and final one is you're not eating enough good carbohydrates. So good carbohydrates are anything that is organic, in my opinion, and anything that comes from like potatoes. White rice is better than brown rice because it's lower in arsenic. Raw, unfiltered organic honey, organic maple syrup, and organic fruits. Those are going to be your best options because you want to be lower in pesticides for your overall health, and you want to make sure that you're getting in good sources of carbohydrates. I recommend however many calories you are burning per day. Just how many calories you burn from exercise. So if you wear an Apple Watch and it tells you how many calories you burn during the day, figure out, okay, I'm burning 700 calories a day. Then I want you to divide that by 4, which is how many grams equal 1 calorie of carbohydrates, and eat at least that many grams of carbohydrates per day. So if you do 800 calories burned in a day, you want to be at least eating 200 grams of carbohydrates that day. At least, bare minimum 200 grams of carbohydrates. So increase your carbohydrates a little bit, but eat good carbohydrates. Don't eat processed chips that are gonna have seed oils inside them. Don't eat crackers and don't eat all these processed foods. Eat real good sources of carbohydrates and you're gonna feel 10 times better. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please click this video over here. YouTube thinks you're gonna like it. And click that subscribe button and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!